Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And to continue my little be the anti-football time of the year, because I'm a football hater. And thankfully the football season is finally over. By the time I'm doing this video, so I'm going to be doing some more baseball films. I've already done some previously. And so I'm going to do another baseball film. I'm going to be doing the film Angels in the Outfield, which came out in 1990. The original film came out in 1951, and so was Paul Douglas, Janet, and Janet Leigh. 9 years before she did her most famous role in Psycho. And of course, some 43 years later, there was a remake of Angels in the Outfield, but in that film, you actually did have the Angels, the Angels baseball team in it. Because of course, in 1951, there was no California Angels team in 1951. It wasn't until another 10 years later. So the baseball team that was used, I don't want to get to the remake in a minute, but the original version starred the Pittsburgh Pirates, and if you look close, baseball fans, you can see Ralph Kiner rounding the bases on a home run. Because they actually did film some actual baseball games for this film, and they did use actual clips in it. And of course, like I said, in the film, it stars Janet Leigh and Paul Douglas. Paul Douglas plays the manager named Guffey McGovern. And of course, the Pirates were, of course, the last place team. And Janet Leigh plays a reporter at a local newspaper who's covering the Pirates. And of course, this one particular day, there was this group of orphans went to a game with nuns in a local orphanage that was run by a bunch of nuns. And there was a girl there who claimed that she saw angels in the outfield. Angels in the outfield, angels in the infield, angels sitting on the scoreboard. Helping the Pirates win some games. And of course, the word got back to the Pirates team. Was generally reporting on this thing. Because she found out from the security guards what happened. And of course, Paul Douglas, imagine he goes and meets the girl. He says, "Oh, how come all of a sudden these angels come to help me out?" And he said, "Well, because I've been praying for you." Because she's going to be a big baseball fan and she wants to see the Pirates win. So she was praying for the team to do well, praying for the manager. And of course, after that, all of a sudden, Paul Douglas is talking to an angel. And you don't see the angel, but you just hear the voice of the angel. So there was a couple of scenes where people thought that the manager was going crazy because he's talking to nobody. Because like I said, nobody sees his angels in the film. Unlike in the remake where you do see the angels. Well, in this film, there was also a announcer who has it in for Guffey. For some reason, he has it in for him. And he got fired from being the manager for the Pirates and is working now for an announcer for the Giants. And they got into a couple of fights. And of course, it comes down to not division, they had the baseball divisions there, but to win the National League pennant on the last game of the season. And of course, because Guffey got into another fight with that announcer, now the Angels are not going to help him out in the last game. He said, "Come on, it's the last game." And he says, "No, I don't care. You messed up the deal. You got into another fight." So, excuse me. So they said, forget it." But of course, the Pirates do happen to win the pennant anyway. And it's almost similar to what the remake is, Because the pitcher that Guffey picks to pitch the final game was going to be dying. It's going to be joining the these angels. So kind of like what in the remake with the Toy Dancer character. He was going to be dying in 6 months. But by next spring, it's going to be with us. It's going to come up with us. So you have that going on. So of course, in the end of the movie, Paul Douglas falls in love with Janet Leigh, and then of course with the kid, and tries to adopt the kid at the end of the movie. And that's pretty much how the original ended. And of course, like I said, about 43 years later, there was a remake done, starring Danny Glover, and so Toy Dancer was in it, like I mentioned already. And Christopher Lloyd plays the angel, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays the kid who sees the angels. And of course, in that one, you actually had the California Angels because the remake was made by Disney. And I don't know if Disney still owns the California Angels. I think they might have sold them. I'm not sure on that. But by that time, the Disney company owned the California Angels. And so, of course, they tied in Walt Disney made a remake with using their own baseball team. But the funny thing is, instead of in the original movie, which was filmed in Outfield, which was the Pirates' Stadium at the time, here they used the Oakland Alameda County State Coliseum for the majority of the baseball scenes. So they didn't even use the Angels ballpark in the remake version, which is ridiculous. To me, if I ever get to the Major League movies, I'll make the same complaint with that, the same criticism of that. But back to the remake, they had these two kids, a black kid and a white kid, who were what they call wards of the state because they had no parents. Well, the white kid did. Played with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. His mother was dead, and the kid's father wanted to give him up because he didn't want to take care of him anymore. So you have so he gave him up, and of course the kid says to the father, "When can we be a family again?" And the father says, "When the angels win the pen." So of course that night he prays for to God to help the angels win, and that's when you start seeing angels in the ballpark. But instead of in the original movie where you don't really see the angels, so it's more implied. In the 51 movie, you really have to use your imagination to pretend to see the angels help them out this play or that play, or and you hear the voice, but you don't really see the angels. This time you actually see them full in your face. See this angels really in your face. And of course, the head angel was played by Christopher Lloyd, from the television show Taxi, and he really did this really an over the top, goofy angel character. You see the angels flying through the stadiums like jets, like airplanes flying through the stadium and helping the angels win. So you have all that stuff. Plus, you also had announced the same thing in the original movie when they had the announcer hating the manager. You have the same thing here where the announcer hates the manager and the manager hates the announcer, because both of them used to be players and he spiked them in a particular game. And of course, we all know what happens. The Angels win the pen at the end of the movie when they beat. I forgot the team they were playing. I think it was Oakland or Toronto, whoever it was. I don't even remember at this point. But they, of course, they win the pen. Of course, the kid finds out that Toy Dancer is dying, and he's going to be joining. And Christopher Lloyd tells the kid, he's going to be joining us now. And of course, in the end of the film, what was kind of nice throughout the movie was the relationship between Danny Glover, who played the manager, and the two kids. And I thought they had kind of like a nice little relationship thing going on there. But then, of course, at the end of the movie, of course, Danny Glover's character doesn't get married to anybody. There's no woman there. He did not have a girlfriend. I like in the original movie when he kind of falls in love with Janet Leigh. But who won? But what Janet Leigh looked like at that time. I mean, holy God! I mean, who won? But you had to be blind and gay not to have get the hots for Janet Leigh, especially the way she looked like back then. But there's no woman with Danny Glover. When there was a woman in the movie, Brenda Fricker played the supervisor of the two kids. She played like a foster. I think she had to foster house or whatever for these foster kids. But that's all she does. I mean, she doesn't fall in love with Danny Glover or anything. But the two kids, they get adopted. Both of them get adopted by Danny Glover at the end of the film. But that's about as far as that movie went with that concerned. But in terms of a remake, it was. It's okay. I mean, they pretty much kept the same premise, but you had you actually see the angels in there, and more of a special effects situation than you had in the original film. Because don't forget, they have when Angels in the Outfield, the remake came out in '94. It was at the beginning of the computer generated effects, so you could. Well, I think in the early days, compared to the movie that's 20 years old, the early days of CGI effects. Well, in 1951, you didn't have that. You have sound effects, but not over the top visual effects like you can today. So it was. I think the 51 version was slightly better. What was better than the 94 version because he had Janet Leigh in it. Now, of course, for you fans of the television show Alice, if you ever catch the original 1951 Angels in the Outfield movie, you can see the guy Marvin Kaplan, who appeared occasionally on the Alice television show. With Linda Lavin and Polly Holly, I forgot what his character's name was, but he did appear on the television show Alice. Like years later. But and of course, Angels in the Outfield, I thought it was the remake. I thought it was a decent remake. Not a big one, but a decent one. So that's my review of Angels in the Outfield. Please catch my videos, my other videos, and please subscribe to my channel. And please feel free to comment if I feel like it lets any details out. Please feel free to comment. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time.